Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of From the Stands Rochdale FC, your weekly roundup of all things Rochdale. Now, I hope you haven't missed me too much as we've got a lot to get through in this video. So let's get going because we've got quite a lot of games to cover. So since we last spoke, we have played Truro. We beat them 1-0. In a very difficult game, I think would be best to describe it. The conditions were bad, apparently. I was on holiday and it was lovely and warm where I was, but apparently it was very cold at Truro. An early goal from Kieran Gordon did seal the win. I did watch this game and the only thing I could say is I thought Ebanks looked a bit shaky, but that is probably the only game this season where he has looked shaky because he's been an absolute colossal this season. As for Manny D getting a yellow card in that game, it was very... I don't understand why he did what he did. I mean, he absolutely hacked whoever it was down and didn't really put us in the best of positions going into the game against Southend without his availability. The fixture that followed that was the postponed match against Southend. Now, I know this seems to be a running theme around this time of the year, but given the conditions that was in the Blackburn game and the Manchester United game, I mean, a championship game got called off in the 80th minute because of the weather. So, as a National League side, I don't feel like we can really complain that much. Like, at the time, it was very frustrating, but like, what can you do in those situations? Which then brought us on to the next actual fixture, which was against Solihull Moors. They've been in decent form since sacking Matt Taylor. You know, they picked up a nice win against York. But I didn't think they were that bad a side. I thought the goalkeeper made some really good saves and they did look potentially dangerous, which was the problem if you look at the momentum bar, especially in that second half. I do feel like they were growing into the game. In terms of ourselves, I thought, again, we were very solid. I thought we did look very well down that right-hand side, especially with Gordon, Toby, McBride. I do think McBride has grown massively into the team this season and getting 3 assists in this game, surprisingly only getting a 7.2 rating, is criminal. Beckwith also stepping up and scoring his occasional worldie, which he does, this time with his weak foot. Obviously, Manny D was suspended for this game, so Levi Mancha came in. I thought he did okay. I just felt like he tried to do too much. With game time, he's gonna hone his skills, and I do think that he will become a very good player, although he does go back in January. Whether we extend that, I don't feel like we will, because he's not really getting the games anyway, and he could probably be pushing for a start somewhere else. Which then brings us on to the game this weekend against Carlisle United, who are possibly the favourites to go up this season, although they have had a very good start to the season, but a very frustrating one. Now, my little brother, he is a Carlisle United fan. You know, he was born in Rochdale, but he lives with his mum in Carlisle, and I really need us to do something against them because I don't think I can cope with the stick that I'll get if we do lose. You have to go back nearly 3 years since the last time we did play Carlisle. January 28th, 2023 was a 1-0 defeat at home. A very early goal from John Kaimani Gordon was the only goal of the game. Jim McNulty did also start this game. Devante Rodney is the only one in this side who was present that day. As for the 3-3 draw, Scott Quigley scored twice on his debut. Devante Rodney scoring the other goal, as well as Jim Bentley making his first appearance in the dugout for the Rochdale side. Spanning back to the 29th of March, we did beat Carlisle 2-0 at home. Goals from Liam Kelly and Connor Grant sealed the win. And earlier that month, on the 1st of March, we did lose 2-0 away at Carlisle. Mary Patrick and Toby Shaw Silver with the goals. And then you have to span all the way back to 2019, where we did beat Carlisle 2-1 in the League Cup. Goals from Aaron Morley and current Rochdale coach Matty Dawn with the goals for us. Jack Bridge scoring a penalty in the 71st minute for Carlisle. Those of you that do remember the old Premier League years, you'll see Mark Hughes is the current manager of Carlisle. Did a very good job at Blackburn and was one of the early Man City managers under the current reign. Managed a lot in the Premier League over the years, as well as on the international stage for Wales on 2 occasions, before dropping down to Bradford and now to Carlisle. In terms of key players, I think Regan Linney is the obvious choice. He's scored 9 goals in 11 games this season. He's yet to score against us, but I do fear that time is coming, as he is in absolutely brilliant form at the moment. In terms of how they've been over the last 5 games, they have just recently lost 5-0 against York, beating Altrincham 2-1 away, beating Aldershot, Truro and Brackley, so winning 4 of their last 5 games and 6 of their last 8. As for the lineup, I do feel like we are going to start with this side. I think McBride will start, as he is better defensively than Adi Barlow. Burko, I do see getting a start, because I don't think Alarakia can hack it defensively on that wing. He may come into the game later on if we are chasing the game, but I feel like this side is pretty solid and can do the job for us, hopefully. As for Carlisle, I do think they will line up like this. Linney off the left, Armstrong, Luamba, Wern, Ellis, Gillard. Harper has come back from suspension, Mugabe, Thomas and Davis with Breeze in goal. Again, they did get beat by York on Tuesday, so I feel like they're licking the wounds and they will probably try and come out the traps to get the better of us early on in this game. And I feel like defensively we are very strong. Well, very, very strong. The midfield's a bit of a tough one because it's a 3 against 2. But I know that we like to play the balls down the wing. I don't think Linney's going to do... If anything, it might be more Linney and Armstrong like this. Maybe Wern just drifts in and out of these positions. So we can get the overload on this side with McBride, Rowling and Gordon. Burko not so... I've not really seen Burko play much just yet. Rodney doesn't really drift out wide as much. Gilmore will sit. East will just do what he does pretty much. I think those are the predictions. And I'm going to go with a 2-2. And I feel like that is a result that we would definitely take going into Halifax on Tuesday, and then Forest Green, another massive game next Saturday. So we are at match day 12. So as it goes, Forest Green, Rochdale and Carlisle are expected to be in the top 3. I do feel like that is how the top 3 will go this season. Bournemouth and Scunthorpe are having fantastic starts to the season. Newly promoted side, Scunthorpe haven't lost a game yet. The only other side to do that is Forest Green, who are currently top of the league. York have addressed their slump early in the season, have shot up the league table into 6th. Southend are obviously in and around the playoffs this year as expected. Hartlepool have made some very good signings this season, so I do feel they will be up in the playoff areas. Tamworth and Brackley doing very well. Tamworth pretty much doing exactly what they did last season. Very, very solid start to the season. Brackley again doing fantastic for a newly promoted side. Wealdstone having a very good start to the season. 4 wins and 5 losses is a bit of a pain, but you know, if they can get those points clear early on, then I feel like they'll be okay. Yeovil are a bit of a funny one. Altrincham, Gateshead, Solihull and Woking are the teams that I'm most looking at. Even Sutton, they are really struggling this season. Only 6 points, 1 win in 11. Truro bottom of the league, as we were kind of expecting in the nicest way possible. And that is the league table, pretty much. There are some very good games going into this weekend. Southend and Scunthorpe is the one that really does catch my eye. Forest Green and York is also the massive game for this weekend, as well as Morecambe and Truro on the other end of the table. Can either of those climb to get out of those relegation spots? And then going into the game against Tuesday, as we won't get a video out by Tuesday, the table will probably look very different as it does. But the fixtures, you've got a couple of very good ones in there as well. Boreham, Southend again. Morecambe, Gateshead down there again. As well as Carlisle, Hartlepool, a sort of local derby, I suppose. York and Scunthorpe is also a fantastic lineup. Tell you what, York are having some big games at the moment. Carlisle, Forest Green and Scunthorpe back to back to back is a challenge, but I feel like if they can get through that, then they will definitely be up in those top 5, top 4, maybe even top 3. Thank you for your patience over the last week or 2. I know I've been on holiday. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and also the RochdaleFC.com Twitter page have just released an interview with Keith Hill on their Spotify, so I will leave a link in for that in the description. If you don't know, that is their logo, and they are over on Spotify. Don't worry, I will put it in the description, and go send some love that way because they are a brilliant podcast. And yeah, if you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next weekend. Up the Dale.